I also want to look at maybe pricing another microphone so I can, do some more content with different things. But the reason why I don't post a lot of content is because of the fact that I work full-time hours. I work a really busy schedule, and sometimes I don't have the time to make ASMR like I want to. But at the moment it's nice and quiet where I am. It is daytime. I usually film in the night if I'm gonna film, just because it's when I get time, and it's when everyone in my household is asleep, and when I have like the most quiet time to actually film. But I just wanted to talk today more or less about life, as more of a rant. So if you like listening to somebody talk and whisper, then stay tuned, but this might not be the video for you. But there's been a lot of bad things happening in the world lately. Even though I'm not an American, or I don't live overseas, I'm not Ukrainian, there's been a lot of bad things happening around the world. And it does go internationally, and even though I'm in Australia, I do hear about all the bad things that are happening in the world. So if you are personally affected by any of the bad things that are happening in the world lately, then I wish you nothing but comfort, and I wish you nothing but the best. As just, even on the news, there's never ever good news. It's always bad things that are happening. There's never like anything good happening. It's always bad news, and I know that's why news is there, but sometimes you just wish that there was more good news than bad, but that's not how the world works. So if you're personally affected by anything going on, then I am sincerely sorry for whatever it is that you're going through and what you're struggling with. And things will get better in time, but at the moment the world is not a really great place, unfortunately, with everything that's going on. And I totally missed making a video for Pride Month. That's how busy I've been. I did make a plan in my head to put like a positive affirmations video out there, which I am going to do this month, even though it's not Pride Month anymore. I mean, does it really need to be a specific month of the year where we celebrate people's uniqueness and individuality and their choices? I believe that no matter who you are, it should be celebrated every other day of the year or every other month of the year, as opposed to just choosing a specific month of the year to celebrate the fact that someone's from the LGBTQI plus community. I'm not sure how many labels there are at the moment. But if you've just celebrated Pride Month and you are involved in the community, whether you are a part or whether you're an ally, I hope that your celebrations were safe and that you had fun and that nobody caused you any harm or brought any hate, because nobody deserves it, especially currently what we're going through with life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a specific thing going on in the world to feel that things aren't going right. It might be something different going on in your life. It might be something that you are currently going through personally that has nothing to do with what's going on in the world, but everybody's feelings are valid at the same time, regardless of what you're going through. I myself have as many bad days as I have good days. And I guess for me personally, it takes a lot to so great. Some days are better than others. I guess if this helps you, then it does. But with everything bad going on in the world, people have a whole bunch of problems that they have going on. And one thing I like to think about is you should never ever judge somebody based on looks, identity, race, gender, personal beliefs, religion, choice, any of that sort of stuff. If it's law abiding and that individual is happy with who they are, then why should anybody else care about that? Why should anybody else bring hatred? And it's okay to be yourself. It doesn't matter who you are. And there's just so much hatred in the world, people that are bullied for the way that they look, whether they're, for instance myself, I'm not the skinniest person in the world. I am overweight, and part of the reason why I don't go to the gym and work out is because I see videos constantly put up online where someone who is plus size or overweight has gone to the gym to actually try and do the right thing and trying to make changes, and then somebody goes and films them, just a total stranger that doesn't know anything about that person, and chooses to turn to hatred to pick on that person, and then posts that person's video online trying to degrade them and make fun of them. And that resonates with so many people, and that's why so many people are so afraid to go and make change, is because they're afraid of what other people are going to do to them. It's the same with sexuality. That's why people are scared to come out, because they're scared of people's reactions and how they're going to react to that person's news. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes people are accepting and loving, and sometimes they say, be you, and then you got other people that are stuck in the old traditional sense and they're not accepting, and then they choose to turn to hatred and bullying and all that sort of stuff to try and bring that person down because of their because of who they are and who they choose to love. We don't really choose, it's kind of ingrained in you. And for someone that's overweight, it might not necessarily be because they sit down and they eat the wrong foods. It could be medical, it could be a genetic condition. But why hate on that person? You don't know what that person's going through. That person that's just come out, you don't know what they're going through mentally. You don't know what the person next door to you is going through, or the person that you work with, or the person that you study with, or even the person that you see every single day who gets the same train as you, or the same bus as you every single morning, or the same person that you see standing at the coffee shop every morning that you go to. It could be anywhere. It could be anybody. But what I want to get through is to try and love your fellow person or fellow people in times like this, because love is such a rare thing at the moment. It's just, you don't know what people are going through. But from my personal experience, yes, I am overweight, like I said just then. I do struggle with my mental health as well, and there's just such a massive stem from my mental health that takes over me as a person. So the reason why I am overweight is because of my mental health. Sometimes I'm in such a struggle with my own head that I find other ways of coping, and it's such a big topic I'm not proud of myself at all for the choices that I personally make. But, you know, sometimes you can't get away from yourself. And sometimes it's hard to talk to other people, so even though, you know, people say to reach out to other people and all that sort of stuff, I don't necessarily see it happening all that often. You know, even though I'm in a battle with myself mentally, not a lot of people will ask me in the day, how are you today? Or are you okay? You know, and I think if people did that, things around the world might be a little bit different, you know. Having said that, I'm not necessarily somebody that likes to talk about it. I know some people think that talking about it is pretty much a fix, or straight away fix a problem, but it's not. People say it's easy enough to go to like a counsellor or something, or like a psychologist, but it just isn't. But the point I want to make is that just be kind to other people. Don't be fueled by hate. Don't troll other people. You know, we're only here for such a small time. Let's make change while we can. Let's be nice people. Let's, you know that everybody's different, and it doesn't matter who it is. You know, just be nice to other people. You know, that's all it takes to change. But I just wanted to make that video, more or less saying that if you are struggling, then you are being thought of, and that you're not on your own, because it happens everywhere for many, many different reasons and many, many different people. And I believe that is rain outside at the moment. Raining today. It's quite overcast. But anyway, thank you for being here with me. This was just more of like a rant, I guess, ranting video. But if you liked it, please let me know, and I will try and do other like wires videos in the future if you enjoyed this. But please take care of yourself, and remember to just be